How's it going, everybody? Yannick Martin here. And today I just want to go over the power, right, of using $3 an hour virtual assistants. So, really quickly, if you're an agency owner, coach, ecom, SaaS, etc., you need to have virtual assistants, right? You're building a business. So, you might be asking, why do you need them? You need to create systems and you need to duplicate your efforts. So after you do a task once, after you know that that task moves the needle drastically within your business, you don't need to keep doing it yourself. Hire one, two, three virtual assistants. That way, whatever you're doing that was giving you a 1-to-1 return, you can now get a 1-to-10 return, 1-to-100, 1-to-1,000, and so on and so forth, right? All through $3 an hour virtual assistants. So if you could pay someone who is college educated $15 an hour for 5 hours of their time to do a task, as well as you are able to give them directions, what would you have them do? Personally, I would want them to contact 100, 200 people a day and follow up with all the leads, right? Imagine you were doing all that yourself. Yeah, it might work. It will work. It can't work. But what happens when you do get that person on the phone? What happens when you do get that person in a meeting? Everything else has come to a stop, right? Now, after you've gotten them on the call, you have to close them. Let's say you do close them. Congrats, we're happy for you. But now you have to learn how to fulfill them, how to fulfill these services. So while you're fulfilling these services, trying to make your current client happy, you're not doing any work on the back end. Your business is now stagnant, and when you're running a business, you can't do that. If you want to be a freelancer, by all means, go ahead. But if you want to run a business, you need virtual assistants, right? So personally, I would want them to contact 100 to 200 people a day and follow up with all the leads, whether that's email, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever my potential clients are, right? So that's potentially 5,000 conversations for the month you just started with the qualified prospects off of one virtual assistant. Me personally, I like to run at least 2 to 3 in the beginning and then scale my efforts from then as I realize they're doing proper work, right? So again, my question is, how many outreach in a day can you do? And like I said already, yeah, you might do more than them. You might do 100, 200, 300 in a day. Congrats, I'm happy for you. But now there's a bottleneck when you're going to do that next part, right? In any business, there's three main parts. There's appointment setting, there is closing the deal, and then there's fulfillment of that service, right? And in between each of those, you could lose a lot of money and people could drop off, right, with inefficiencies within your business. So you want to handle those as soon as possible. So I was doing the same thing that I currently pay my virtual assistant to do, right, for a company. And I was doing the same thing and I was getting paid $250 a day plus commission on every single sale. So why? Plain, simple return on investment. The amount of money they were paying me was peanuts compared to what I was able to generate them. If I was to close 1 to 4 people a day within meetings, and then from there, obviously I'm not going to close all of them, but let's just say I did for a retainer package of $1,000 to $6,000 per month, right? Which is some of the clients that we were closing. That's a lot of money. It makes it worth that $250 a day you're paying when they're consistent closing, because their calendar is full, right? So, as you know, sales is the lifeblood of business. Within your own body, don't you want your blood flowing 24/7? No problems, no hiccups, no blood clots, none of that. You just want it to be effortlessly. You don't want to even be thinking about breathing, your blood flowing, your brain working, all those things. You just want your body to work like a system and just work completely, right? Without you having to do it manually. That would be pretty terrible. So let's see. So I remember when I was trying to be an entrepreneur, right? Graduated college, came home, told my mom, yo, mom, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. So now I'm trying to actually be one. I want to buy my mom some presents and bring her all these fancy places and just let her know I appreciate everything she's done for me, right? So I'm trying to make this happen. You know what I do? I might wake up, have some tea, go sit outside, and just start DMing people, right? No system, just wake up, hey, try this script, try that, try that, try that. No real system behind what I was doing. So I tell myself, yo, as long as you contact 100 people a day, you'll be set. So I would go strong for a day, go strong for day two, then my account might get blocked or whatever from sending messages, just from repeat messages, different messages, just sending too many, right? And then after seeing the results, I usually would fizzle out and look for another method of acquisition, or just start staring at the sun like, yo, I'm gonna get some clients, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna be all these things, right? I'm gonna have the cigar, I'm gonna have the whiskey, the wine, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna be on the golf course, all just trying to manifest it, right? How is that possible? So, like I said, most of the time my method of acquisition was talking about it to myself and hoping someone would hear me, right? I honestly got a few clients like that. Like every time I'd hang out with friends, I really don't have anything to talk about but what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do, right? So just by that, just being so obsessed, I was able to land some clients, right? Just on word of mouth. So I guess it worked, I guess, but it's not a system. I need that every single day. I need that same manifestation coming to me. I need business coming to me in my lap, right? So yeah. Now it's like, okay, it's time for a new system, a new method of acquisition. So during the pandemic, I was making great money with options, crypto, just again, various word of mouth projects such as creating websites, doing a little bit of Shopify, drop shipping, which is the main thing I got into. Flipping and selling, just being in various group chats, pretty much just like the equivalent of standing on the corner and just trying to hustle. But I was doing it on the internet, right? So I was making good money, saved up almost six figures, just staying in my room and doing various hustles. But when it rains, it pours, and things took a turn for the worse. Crypto went down, projects weren't working anymore. I had no recurring revenue, and just all my money dried up. Poof. So before my money dried up, I used the free money that I was getting from crypto. I put like $10,000 into crypto. Just close my eyes, wait a week, 2 weeks, boom, it'd be 10, it'd be 10, like 20, 30,000, investing in like Chainlink and things of that nature, right? It was just the luck. It was just a luck, honestly. And you think you're being smart, it's just luck. Everyone was making that money. Just throwing it into any stock. Everyone was getting it, right? I mean, any crypto, everyone was getting it. So I used the free money to purchase various courses from Kaibax, Iman Gaji, a couple others actually. Although I knew all about creating looms from all this information from off YouTube, creating looms, utilizing virtual assistants, sending out cold emails, I was just too comfortable to understand how much change I needed to implement within my life, right? I say I'm lazy, but lazy in the sense that, like, a Navy SEAL saying he's lazy. Like, how lazy can a Navy SEAL be, right? But I do understand that there is more that needs to be done in order for me to live the life that I want, live the life that I need to have, right? You get one life. Go all out. So, let's see. So with no change in my part, just wake up, watch TV, maybe watch a episode of One Piece, 2 episodes of One Piece, and work out while doing it. That's still not the right thing to be doing. You're still missing the ball. Yeah, you're working out, but you could be listening to a podcast. You could be writing up some content around that podcast, and then you could be putting that content everywhere, right? It's little simple changes like that you need to make when you're becoming a business owner, right? And again, that's what these virtual assistants help you with. Teamwork makes the dream work. But that's besides the point, right? So no change in my part. I was fed up. Maybe $4,500 left to my name at this point after almost having 100,000. It's like, yo, this is sickening. I need to create a system. So whipped out the credit card and bought Surge's program, right? And moved to Atlanta next month. So yeah, I lasted about 2 months within that program. And again, phenomenal program. I wish if I can go back in time, that Surge's program would be the only one that I would purchase, because it was more so on the appointment setting side of things, creating your offer compared to just how to put a business together like the other courses. The other courses just 5 bands, 20 videos on why you should make this. And the basics, hey, just go contact 100 people, put this together, and they're not wrong, but they're not right either. It's a lot of work hitting up 100 people yourself, right? So let's see. I lasted about 2 months before I ran out of money, right? Within this program, I didn't know about the various other costs associated with it. So I was running this program for 2 months before I just completely ran out of money. And again, had to go back to the beginning and just start looking for jobs and whatnot, right? So after doing something different, I was like, yo, it's time to just take a step back and work for these other businesses. I have already done years of work within media buying, digital marketing, SEO. I was able to rank websites with on the first page for various keywords. Digital marketing did various efforts. Media buying, I was working on budgets of 20,000, 40,000, budgets even over 100,000 for companies that if I said the name right now, you would 100% know the name of, right? Which I think is amazing. That first time you're working with some of these big companies and you're like, hey, I'm a part of that effort. And the reason why so many people are buying from that company, that was very cool and fulfilling, right? So I built Shopify websites. I built WordPress websites. You name it, I did it. The thing is with doing all these different tasks is it just takes you from away from so much time from just being making sure you're getting results because you know you're only doing one thing. And two, it's just it takes so much time away from getting sales, getting more clients, and just again doing a proper job for your current clients, right? By doing all these different things. Find one offer, stick with it, man, and make it work for them, right? So I decided to do what I'm not the biggest fan of, and it's a necessity though. So I just had to do it, and it's a necessity in business, and it's a necessity in life, right? It's called sales. So during this 8 month span of looking for work and various gigs, I learned a lot, right? Shit, I learned how to use a virtual assistant to get me a job, right? So I held commission only jobs. When the leader and the sales script were great, but the fulfillment process made it hard for everyone to earn money. I was doing ERC grants. The leader was a G, like he knew every rebuttal in the book, everything. Yeah, the dude, he was making money. Like even with the bad process, he's still clearing over 200,000 a month. Like he was just a killer. That New York energy calls and still making money, right? He's just a killer. He knew what he was doing, but that showed me I just got over it because one is commission based, and I don't want to wait. I did my work within 1 month. I don't want to wait the 3 to 6 months in order to get my back in, right? So that's what showed me, hey, you need proper fulfillment, right? Let's see. I also worked another commission based job, but it was just terrible. No script, no systems, no good service, right? So I left that immediately within 2 weeks, right? And then after that, more applying, more applying, more applying. 3,000 applications later, I got a job through a recruiter for $65,000 base and commission, right? So it was great. But at this point, I'm in debt, $20,000. So every check I get is good, but it's not doing anything, right? So it's good, but it's not what I need in life. So within this job, the main problem with this job is just lack proper leadership, it lacked proper training, and it lacked a proper product market fit for the services that they were offering to their various clients, right? A lot of times I had these clients on, they were just starting out or in the process of starting soon, and they were looking to see, they wanted to learn how to build a business. And here I am selling them on content. But, content, that's not going to help you give consistent leads. Content is necessary, attention is key, but you need to build a system, right? You do need the content, consistent content, but on top of that content, there's so much more you need after that in order to close deals, convert people into clients. And I just felt bad, right? I hated selling people things that I knew wasn't exactly what they're looking for. And I hated being in a position where I had to sell it still, right? I would try and tell people that, it's not, but I would still have to make that sale, right? I had to. I can't just say no. You don't need this. And then the higher up sees that and they're like, bro, what are you doing? We have their money in the bag. It's like, so that was another thing, right? Again, this job it lacked proper leadership training and product market fit for the services they were offering, right? So this second job showed me just how lazy I've been, right? That's all this job showed me. I worked there for a month and it showed me how lazy I have been since 19 years old. I'm 26 now, right? And it's just now the light bulb went out, and everything that I need to do, I need to earn attention. I need to convert, I need to put them on groups, and then I need to convert that attention into clients, right? It took me 6-7 years, so I'm creating these videos now. That way, no one else ever has to go through what I've gone through, right? Just in the amount of money I've spent and the amount of time I've wasted, right? You guys could be 16, 17, 18, 19, killing it, 20K a month, easy. Now that I'm here, like, now that I'm seeing what's possible, the numbers I'm doing, I know what needs to be done, and I don't want to see another person go through what I've gone through. So I'm making sure that I give all this information away that I've paid for and that I've earned for free. It's going to be on this YouTube, right? So yeah, the second job just showed me how lazy I've been, and I just haven't been an entrepreneur. So even with no training, poor leadership, and providing a service that has slow return on investment. Again, it takes 3 months for SEO articles to usually, on average, to even get started, even start changing and ranking and things of that nature. And it might be another 3 months on top of that in order to get the necessary amount of traffic and convert. So SEO is great. It just takes time, right? So that was a thing that a lot of clients just did not want. They wanted results within the first 3 months. So even though I didn't like the training that they were offering, the leadership I thought was poor, and they were providing a bad service, they still had over 200 employees in their home country, right? They had well over 15 to, I think, 35, in between that 15 to 35 range of employees in the UK. And they had another 5 to 10 employees in my country, right? Now imagine, they're starting off where, they're starting in a place where there's no minimum salary, right? They don't even have a minimum wage. So when I Google it, it says like the minimum daily rates is like $3 an hour to $6 an hour, right? For the day. They're coming from this country with that. That just means they put in work. Okay? I'm born here. I can go get a job right now for $35, $40 an hour. And I still haven't done what these people were doing in a country where they made $2 an hour. So that just put into perspective how lazy I've been, and just how, like, it just lit a fire under me. It's like, yo, these systems aren't better. What they're offering isn't better. I have more knowledge than the person that's not training me. Yeah, make it work, baby. So ever since then, I just got my team together, and I just been hustling, man. Just that's what it comes down to. This agency shit, it's simple, but it's not easy. I think that's the correct saying. It is simple. Just do numbers. Volume negates luck. Just put out more numbers. You could just send one random letter to 10 million people. You gonna convert. So yo, just work harder, do more numbers, and the decisions that you do make sure you are putting that energy and effort towards the right decision, right? So yeah, that's what I took away from that. It was definitely a big mindset shift. This guy's coming from where the minimum wage is $2 to $6 per day, and he's paying for my life. He's paying for 200 other people's lives. He's paying for 50 other people's lives, and here I am, starting in the NBA, not doing that. So yeah, you know. So imagine this company that has, well, almost 300 people employed, right? This guy is feeding over 300 people. Imagine if they just took a step back and had a proper offer. Imagine they, were training their SDRs to book qualified leads. People who, when they hop on the call, they're already ready. They're already pre-sold. Imagine they were making their SDRs and account executives better, right? Imagine how many more employees they'd be able to afford. Imagine how much more money they would be making. And again, they're already making a lot of money, right? So within the job, I was tasked with making 300 calls, leaving a voicemail if they didn't pick up, sending a follow-up email, booking people in meetings, speaking to people in the initial meeting, and then creating a presentation to present on a second call. I was getting paid $250 a day for it, right? Not bad money at all. Some people make less than that. Some people can go on the rest of their life making only $250 a day, $65K a year, no commission, right? So it's not a bad amount of money. But I just want more than that. One life. Like I said, you only get one life. I want everything. I want to be able to sit next to anybody I want to be able to sit next to. I want to be able to go to any restaurant I want to go to. I'm not even like the biggest person of going out and meeting people. I do love people when they are passionate about something, but restaurants, I'm not even a foodie. I still want to eat the best foods on this earth just because it can. There's people out there who are able to do it. Why not me? Why can't I be able to do those things, right? So, and again, if they're paying me $250 a day, each day to do all of that, you could pay $15 a day to do the same thing I was getting paid $250 a day for. It was worth it for them to do that for $250 a day because they were converting 1 to 4 meetings a day from my efforts. Then I was hopping on call and closing these deals. It was worth it. They were getting $1,000 to $6,000 recurring revenue per client. $250 a day was worth it. I'm telling you guys why you could spend $15 a day, right? That might be 1 hour of work for you. It might be 2 hours of work for you. It better not be two. If it's more than 2 hours of work, go find a new job. You know what I mean? But that might be 2 hours of work for you. And you're getting the same output for someone that was being given $250 a day, right? That's the power of virtual assistants. That's the power of location arbitrage, right? Don't let this pass you up. $3 virtual assistants. I got to say it again just so you guys know how amazing that really is, right? And again, they're all college educated. Like people will hear $2, $3 virtual assistants. The first thing they're saying is, oh, you're scamming them. They can't live. First of all, their minimum wage, they might not even have a minimum wage where I'm hiring them from. So a lot of times when I give them, I would start off with $2, right? And then after they get some sales, I would just bump it up to $3. That's like a 100% increase or something within your income. You went from $2 and you got an extra dollar, 50%, 100%, I don't know. But that's good money, man. Imagine you was making your money back home, you just got that increase. They would be ecstatic, right? One of my favorite things is when I see team members and what they're able to do within the community, right? I had one virtual assistant and she's like, Yannick, I just want to thank you so much for the raise. We were able to get married now. That's big. She's sending me pictures of her and her husband being married because she, found a great job. That warmed me up, being able to help out. So it's just things like that. So yeah, just being able to help out for $2, $3 an hour as a base, and on top of that, giving commission on top of that. The people I was working with were extremely happy to do it. And again, they're college educated, majority of these people, and the schooling outside of America is often very rigorous, right? A lot of people will hear, oh, $2 an hour, they don't have good school. Yeah, I don't understand. If in America you can get a D and still go on to the next grade, you can still not get held back. Every kid's making something, you might get held back, but they're not just gonna kick you out of school. Other countries, no matter what, if you get a D, that can start in the 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. If you get a D, go home, go work on a farm. You good. We're not investing in you anymore. You're a waste of our time. So if these people, if they graduated high school, it's huge. That means they made it. A lot, they see some fallen soldiers like, oh, my friend, he didn't make it. If they graduate from college, that's even bigger, right? And a lot of these people did. So it's great educated, great English, all that stuff, right? $3 an hour, virtual assistants. So, knowing I could do better with the remaining money I had left and got back to work after hours, right? I was able to land a client for $3,500 within my first week. Within my first week, I think I was making maybe $5,000 a month, around there, $45,000 a month. And within my first week, I was able to land a client for $3,500. It was great. I was working less, making more money, and I'm being able to pay other people who were ecstatic about the amount I was paying them, right? I love that. Being able to put food on other people's plates, being able to help them experience something they may not have experienced without my help, there's no better feeling than that, right? So how is it after I spending over $30,000 on courses, again, all unnecessary besides surges, right? I still couldn't create a system to gain clients with ease. The simple answer for me is I just lack clarity in my offer. I was way too comfortable staying at home, right? Again, guys, I don't have to work until I'm 50. I could just stay at home. My parents, their house is paid off. They have their retirement stuff to coming in. I could just be a bum and stay at home. And yo, they'll love me with open arms. They'll still cook for me, all that stuff. My parents are always looking out for me, and I love them for that. But one thing I noticed is I was just too comfortable. Yeah, I was waking up and saying I was doing things, but I had no real need. If I failed, I'm going back to my Tempur-Pedic bed. You know what I mean? And I'm still gonna be fed. My bills was maybe $150 at home. So it's just I had to get uncomfortable. It is what it is. Um, and then finally, I did not make enough noise in the market. I remember I was working a freelance job. I was like, yeah, I do a marketing agency, and the dude was like, yo, my man, how you run a marketing agency and you don't market nothing? I was like, yo, chill, 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 chill. But it's a fact, guys. If you want to be in this business, you have to market yourself or you have to market your brand. If you don't want to show your face, that's fine. It is what it is. But market for your brand, please, please, please. Market in sales every day. You need to be able to look back every single day and be like, yo, what did I do? How did I leave a mark on the internet? Did you contact anybody? Did you put up a piece of content anywhere? You guys need to do anything to make sure that your mark is left on the internet day after day after day. One thing on one platform, bare minimum. From there, learn how to do that one piece of content or whatever the case may be, whatever effort on every platform. From there, learn how to do 100 on every platform, then 1,000. Yo, you got to understand your competition, right? If you're only sending out 50 emails a day, if you're only putting up 100 cold DMs a day, no follow up, your competition is sending out 13,000 emails a day. Your competition is sending out 10,000 DMs a day. Who do you think is going to win, guys? Right? Put numbers behind whatever you do. Make the right decisions in life. Okay? But yeah, guys, just create systems and scale your efforts. And another thing, like whenever I met someone new, right? The main problem for them was generating leads consistently. All the calls I was taking with all these people, one of their biggest problems, if they were transitioning from a job to owning a business or they've had a business for a while, they've gone to 5, 10, 20K, their biggest problem was just having a clear, concise offer. And even bigger than that was generating leads consistently through a system, right? Day after day. They want to know they made leads. So this is what made me pivot into more so of an appointment setting agency plus, right? I have to add the plus in there because not only do I teach people the various methods of acquisitions, I teach people about building systems within their business and how to utilize things such as virtual assistants and AI to make generating leads and acquiring these clients, right, that much more easier. I've had too much knowledge to just hold on to when I can be sharing this with the world and helping them get to where they need to be faster than they anticipated, right? A lot of times I said I was going to be an entrepreneur. What I meant by that is I'm just going to watch every goddamn YouTube video, gain all this knowledge, and not utilize it all, right? So I want to make sure I'm the producer now, not the consumer only, right? So I'm going to be giving you guys anything I know. I'm putting in a video. You guys are going to hear about it, right? So why do I recommend every business have at least one virtual assistant? You are building a business, plain and simple. When you order off Amazon, Bezos doesn't come knocking on your door. Bezos doesn't pack your packages at the warehouse. Bezos doesn't do all this stuff for the website. Bezos probably makes 5 to 10 key decisions a day, and that's his workday, right? Making 5 to 10 key decisions and talking to his other hiring managers or whoever the case may be, other managers, like, hey, why isn't this getting better? That's really his job at this point. He did all the hard work up front, but he knew about building systems and building a team, right? 2, volume. Volume negates luck. If you're, again, guys, how many times I have to say this? If you're only sending out 100 DMs, you're not sending out email, you're not putting out content, you're not doing all this other stuff, you're not going to win. It's so simple. You're not going to win. Let's get you to 650 emails, right? Let's get you to 100, 200, 400 plus follow up, right? On DMs on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Let's get your content going, right? More content, everything. Everything comes from volume. Everything comes from putting in the right systems, right? Everything comes from just getting your name out there. 3, you save massive amounts of time. Again, guys, you're buying back your time. For 5 hours, it costs you $15. You go to work for 1 to 2 hours, you close a client on Upwork from freelance gigs, you could buy back time now. It's worth it, guys. For 1 hour of your time, you can get 5 hours of someone else's. It's worth it. And four, last but not least, results. Again, guys, when you're doing numbers, you're gonna see results. It's inevitable. All right. So the virtual assistants that we train and hire for our clients, they do everything from Instagram prospecting, Facebook group messaging. They'll handle you instantly. Snow.io for generating those leads. They can go through Facebook ad libraries. They can go through Google. They could do anything you need them to do. As long as you create the proper training, and which is what we've done. We've been gaining a lot of virtual assistants and training them on the proper techniques, proper formatting, and things to do in order for you to generate more leads. There you go, right? And again, anytime they face some issues, we train them on it, right? So we're making sure that the virtual assistants that we use, they're ready to go. They know what to do. They know how to prospect. They know how to set appointments, right? That's what we train them, right? So what's the outcome to creating systems with an unbeatable offer? Plain and simple, guys. Clients, recurring revenue, and you changing your life, right? So really quickly, just wanted to make this video for you guys to go over why you need to start looking into some virtual assistants. Okay, you need to build a business, and I look forward to helping you guys with any questions you may have in regards to building your business. So thank you so much for watching this almost 30-minute video. Watch it on 1.25x speed. Should have said that in the beginning, but yeah, thank you guys, and I look forward to providing you with so much more value. If you guys want to join the Facebook group, things of that nature, from there you can hit me up, and any questions you have, I'm gonna be here to help you guys out. So again, thank you. This is Yannick, and have a great day. Look forward to hearing from you.